I had no choice but to lift up the bed, and Becca aggressively grabbed our daughter to stop her from behaving wildly. She struggled to get out of her arms, and she succeeded when she sank her teeth into her mother's shoulder. I ran immediately to the medicine cabinet. My wife was crying as she tried to lull our little Matthew back to sleep. He was awakened because of the loud ruckus in the house. With my youngest child and my wife in tears as I was patching up the wound on her shoulder, my heart was crushed while I was looking at the bite mark of my daughter. The puncture wounds were deep, and it was obvious that she actually tried to rip off her flesh. I began to question my fate and wondered why this was happening to my family. I called for help immediately. The emergency doctors were on their way when my wife and I dozed off out of exhaustion. It had been a long, stressful night. Our bodies simply gave up and needed a short rest. A few moments later, I was pulled out of my dream by the cry of our youngest child. I jolted awake when I heard the scream of my wife. As I opened my eyes, I saw Becca rushing towards Kelly, who was holding little Matthew in her arms. I was horrified to see her mouth wide open from ear to ear, and she was about to take a bite of her own brother. My wife tried to grab our son back from her, but she aggressively shoved her off with one arm and sent her down to the floor with a very unnatural strength. For a second there, I thought that I was just having a very bad nightmare, until Becca called me out for help. Kelly turned her attention to Matthew once again, and she was about to sink her teeth into his little shoulder. I immediately grabbed the lamp from the bed table, and I was forced to throw it right into the direction of my own daughter to stop her from biting her little brother.